candlelight tonight is at 5:39. Mincha will be at 5:50. Now for a quick Devar Torah. When Moshe comes down and he sees what's happening, he doesn't speak to the Israelites, the Jewish people. He's going to deal with them later. The first person he speaks to is Aaron to find out not only what happened, but how could you let this happen? He is giving opprobrium to Aaron because he is supposed to be the leader. He's in charge. And he allowed this whole mess to take place. And Aaron begins to make excuses, and Moshe does not accept excuses. It sort of leads us to the issue when there's an accidental murder, and the person who committed the accidental murder is sent to the city of refuge, Arai Miklat. He's sentenced there until the Kohen Gadol dies. Now, what does the Kohen Gadol's death have to do with his sentence? Why should he be allowed to go out because the Kohen Gadol died, the high priest? Because the high priest is the spiritual leader of the people. If he had been doing his job correctly, then the incident that caused this person to be what we call an accidental murderer would not have occurred. In other words, we hold our leaders to a very high level of responsibility. If you remember when Shaul lost his malchus, his kingship, Shmuel came up to him and said, listen, you're supposed to do a job. And Shaul's response is, well, the people wanted the booty. He said, there are certain issues you're not supposed to follow the people. You're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to set the example to everybody. And if it means being unpopular on certain issues, so be it. That is your job. That's what you signed up for. So Moshe explained to Aaron, yeah, you could have probably talked them out of it. You are the spiritual leader of the people. You have a lot of authority. You can do things. But Moshe and Aaron has to understand that when you're a leader, you have to take responsibility, not just for your actions, but for the actions of those under you. Those of us who are in the military, achieved rank, will tell you that if something happens with some of the people who are under us, they do something wrong, you will be called up on charges because they did something, because it was your job to lead. And that is the message Moshe is sending to Aaron and with this whole incident. Something to think about, Kaddish Rabbanim.